There. That should be pretty good. There we go. We're just going to stay right here. I ain't going to try to fool with it no more. I should just set it up. A live screen, like I had done before. I mean, doing it like this, the numbers are better. Because YouTube pushes the verticals, so I may just stick with those unless I'm going to have like a guest or something. I don't know. I'm not worried about it. So I'm just going to work on a few things today. I got a slip already cut out here. And then another pancake sheath. Gonna get it, maybe get it started today. Not sure yet. So yeah, I just said that. So I already got a slip. This is a redo. I made a slip for a guy in Ireland and told him that if it didn't work, I think I got the right size and I didn't. And he sent me measurements and it just wasn't right. It didn't fit. And I told him I would just remake him one, no charge. So this is a redo on a slip. So that really cool one that had the gold tones with the with the oak leaf on it is what I sent him, and it didn't fit his knife. So he has actually sent it to another friend of mine, gave it to him because he said, well, let me sell it and I'll just send you the money back. I was like, no, that's not how that works. So here we are. So he wants green and black, but I kind of want to do something a little on the funky side. His last name is McIntyre, but I don't know how. I want to do his initials, but I don't know how you would do McIntyre as like initials. Like, would you do his like first initial and then M as McIntyre, or what? I don't know. So, because I need to draw it out first before I wet the leather. Because if I wet it and then draw on it, it'll actually leave like imprints on the leather. So I don't know. We'll figure it out. I thought about doing like almost like a graffiti style lettering for his initials. I don't know. I've been doing those new stamps that I've got. I don't want to play those out. So I don't know. Like I've got, I don't know if y'all seen that yet. One I finished up for myself over the weekend. It's supposed to look like the slot machine, coin machine, whatever. I just did that little serpentine pattern, and then the back's red. It's got the rainbow thread in it. Just some really crazy colors. A friend of mine told me I should have done a B instead of an L, so it could have said buck or, the other word. So, we're still rolling. Got 5 people in here. I had David Hadaball and Mike Adams. Let's see here. And I don't want to do another Celtic knot because I've been doing a lot of those, but with the upsize of this, get my shelf up here. Since I made it bigger, I might could do the bigger Celtic knot. Then I could do a bigger oak leaf, but he said green and black, and I don't want to do an oak leaf with green and black. Is it still out? Yeah, there it is. Man, it's still not big enough to do the big round knot. So we'll scratch that one off the list. Or maybe I do my basket weave, you know, with the hand done weave. Oh, Mike, it's all good, man. I could do that, my basket weave. Oh, Lord. Ooh. Oh, I think that's my son getting ready for work. Works at Pizza Hut. He's about to get his butt kicked tonight. Super Bowl Sunday. I almost didn't do it live tonight because it was Super Bowl Sunday, but I don't start until later. And it's not because I was going to watch it, because I don't watch football. Not anymore. Used to. Papa's still around. I like to watch it with him. He breaks stuff down and, you know, typical armchair coach, you know. But it's still cool. I still enjoyed it with him. So yeah, I think that's what we'll do. We'll do the oh, Larry's Larrying, brother. He's just being himself. Well, if had I not done that, I could have done the Irish flag, but man, now I don't know what to do. I'm dumbfounded. Yeah, he doesn't deliver. He's a cook, thank God. I don't know if he can handle being a delivery driver or not. I always do those letters. Or those letters. Either one would be kind of cool, I think. We're gonna need. I've got that pattern out for the pancake. Yeah, this one's gonna be green, Jim. Your favorite color. Green and black. The other one was he let me kind of do whatever. Oh, god dang it. Get in there. I don't know how to do his initials. Let me see, I've got my laptop here. Let me see if I can message him. We'll figure it out. So I was gonna set the laptop up. Oh, that's gonna be over on Discord and on Instagram.
Hi.
Oh, hi. What's up?
Nothing. Colin wanted me to let you know he is off to work.
Oh, okay. I kind of figured.
And the laugh coming from me was because of the sneeze.
I heard all the hooting and hollering.
Yeah.
I heard him sneeze, and at first I thought it was you.
No, it was him.
And then
sneeze, and he went like this. He tried to prevent the Tourette sneezes from happening. And when he sneezed that first time, he goes. That whole left eye went back of his head.
God.
Have a good life.
Yeah. So I sent him a message on Instagram. We'll see if it's 9 o'clock. I don't know if he'll see it or not. Probably not. What to do, what to do, what to do. I don't know if anybody else. Let me try Discord. We're getting boring here. Y'all just gonna have to hold up. I would say it's probably not gonna be a full chat today with it being Super Bowl Sunday. I'm sure people are already pre-partying or partying or whatever. Oh, here we go. James is still online. The wee woos are already out. Wee woo, wee woo. Come on, James. Oh, he's typing. We'll get it sorted. So it's going to be C with a uppercase M and a lowercase c. So these letters are really fun to do. So we'll do C, and then I don't think I've done an M. And then I'll do the stamp for the little c. Yeah, that's what we'll do. All right, that's what we're going to do. We're going to do a C, big M, and then a little c for the McIntyre. So high absentee rate tomorrow at places of employment. Yeah. Went to the grocery store. Everything's Valentine's Day. There's so many balloons there, but there was thousands. Oh God, I know. We kind of do low key Valentine's Day. We've always had kids, and the middle daughter is up for the month, and I think we may go. I like period piece movies, and there's a new rendition of Wuthering Heights out Friday, and I kind of want to go see it. So we may go see that Saturday, like a matinee. And I'm just gonna cook some fat steaks at home Saturday night and just be low key. Man, you go out, it starts getting pricey. Pricey. So let's go ahead and we'll lay out. We'll go ahead and do our logo. Let's do the logo in the middle on this one. Or kind of in the middle, I guess. Take my sweet time. One of the leatherworking groups I'm part of, a guy does these adapters that go on the arbor presses with the square shank. That's like a big flat piece that I guess would be like, so you could do clicker dies. Me and a couple of other working comrades were talking about that very thing. Like, man, if you had a welder, it wouldn't be hard for a man to do that. I hadn't done this pattern in a while, so I think we'll continue it on down all the way across too, so. Having cabin fever because the weather keeps us stuck at home so much. They like to eat out too much. Dude, I love some good Mexican food now. I don't blame them on that. Not at all. No, sir. So we'll do... Chris. Let's see, I've already messed up, I think. No. If I can fix that or not, but we can try. Sometimes you can run over those scribe lines and they'll kind of go away. I may have scribed that one too hard. We'll roll with it, and if it works, it works. I'll probably hollow them out anyways, like I did on the belt, since it's just two of them. Joey King, what's up, brother? Now the trick is going to be to do all this and not mess up the pattern. That's the fun part. Yeah, some good old Mexican food, man. Sounds good. We've got a pretty decent one right here by the house, so I don't know. Steak sounds pretty good too, you know what I mean? For the 50 or 60 bucks I'd spend at Mexican restaurant, boy, we could have some super nice steaks to eat. Quiet room tonight. Not a whole lot of people. I guess because I didn't advertise it. I don't know. It's like I try not to care about numbers and how stuff works out, but I mean, it's nice to see your stuff being liked, so. Three people. So here we go. There's our initials, and then got the basket weave all laid out. Maker's Mark. So it's nothing to do but to do it. Nothing to do but to do it. Is that it? Nothing to do but to do it? I guess. Oh. What are we carrying today? So, in this slip, this is my personal slip, so it's not for sale. But I can make you one if you want. In this one, since it's my birth month, this is a Golden Circle Knife Club knife from 1981. The year on it, the year of the etch is 1983. So I don't know. It says it's the 5th anniversary, and it says 1978 to 1983. It still has really nice etching. It's that deep etching that Case used to do that you can't sand out. What's up, Mike? Yep, I'll be 45 on the 24th. So I picked this up, swear to God, $25 on eBay. It was grimy, and I haven't carried it. I mean, it is one of 150. And when I got it, I thought it was a Case Collectors Club knife, but it is not. So I did a little research, and then come to find out the Golden Circle Knife Club is from, I think it's East Tennessee or West Tennessee, but it's a Tennessee knife, or it was a Tennessee knife club. I think it only ran to like the late 80s and then like disbanded or whatever, because I couldn't find anything after the 80s from it. So, more Naked Day, that's right. Yep, that's coming up. So I've been trying to carry some of my birth year stuff, and I wasn't doing anything today, so I figured I'd throw that in a slip and carry it. And then in one of my small pocket organizers, that's the first one I ever did. It's got the old Walish slip on it, and then the American flag slip. I don't even know what year this one is. I think it's a 2017. I'd have to go digging around for my um, my case card. Ron Dobbins, what's up, dude? Yeah, pretty good weekend. Sweet, Mike. Sweet. Yeah, I need to get some of the smaller Stockmans. I've got one coming. Mario, MIPD 1980 EDC. Had an 81. I think it's an 87 pattern or an 88 pattern. Or is it a 40? I can't remember. So I've got that coming. We did a little trade. I didn't have that one. The only Stockmans in birth year I have are the 75 and then a little itty bitty, like an 88 pattern. It's little. It's a little Stockman. But it's really nice. It's got a funky shaped, it's got that Turkish clip or California clip. It's a really odd shape. And I thought it was like whittled down, but I looked up a bunch on eBay and they all have that same blade shape. So I guess it's all right. Because it's like real thin and pointy at the end. So I'm just going through and getting my border. Yeah, I think it's an 87, Mike. I'd have to go look. But yeah, so I've got another small Stockman. I want to say it's a medium frame. It's not an 18 and it's not a 32. Maybe it's not a 47. Oh, I have a 47 Stockman as well. In the that satin rose, it's real pretty. Which, man, if you've never seen a satin rose case knife, and they're cool. Their model number is I probably won't watch any of it, Ron, to be honest. I fell out of love with football a long time ago. So I'm not gonna watch it. Like all the guys at work that I work around, like, oh yeah, we're gonna watch it, blah blah blah. I'm like, I just want to watch something on YouTube or work or something. So it's not, man. It's all I can do to even stomach college football anymore. And I used to love college ball. It's not my thing anymore. Just cutting these letters out. Keep thinking I'm gonna get me a real skinny blade. This is a 1/4 inch. They make one that's half that, just for some of this really tight scroll work. But I mean, I'd do all right with it. Yeah, I mean, I've watched it. I've watched a Puppy Bowl, and I think I saw something on YouTube about it that they were gonna have it on, or it was gonna be on YouTube. The other thing is, I don't have regular TV. We just stream, like, a little bit of Netflix, a little bit of Amazon, and then a lot of YouTube. We all watch it. We all watch YouTube pretty hot and heavy. We'll cook us some pork chops tonight with some roasted veggies and all that good stuff. There's the C all cut out. I gotta cut it, and then you go in and bevel and tool it however you want. Oh, that'll be cool, Mike. I mean, if you're just doing a simple slip, I mean, all you need is something to cut the leather with, and then something to punch your holes. One of these, which you can get these at Harbor Freight for, you get a pack of like 5 different ones for like $10, and then some thread, maybe some glue if you want. Some of that not barge, wood weld. You can get a can that size for like $7 at Home Depot. I get it by the quart because I use so much, and I just refill my little jug. It's not, I mean, it's not hard. I've done a hell of a lot harder. The simple, just a fold over little slip wouldn't be hard. You start getting into, some of the different shapes, crazier designs, stuff like that. It might get a little different, but there we go. That's how I'm going to do the C, just like that. Oh, yeah. If you can draw, I think you'd be all right. Because that's half the thing is working the swivel knife and getting the curves and stuff in. But yeah, if you can draw fairly decent, you'll be all right. Now, tooling, half the time tooling, the biggest part with tooling is having the tools to do it. I mean, just in the little bit I've got, I've probably got $400 or $500 in just my tooling, just my stamps and stuff. And I don't have nowhere near what some guys that I talk to that do it for a living, like out in Texas and Wyoming and stuff, the saddle makers, where they just got racks and racks and racks of stamps and all that stuff. Yeah, contrast. That's the contrast and texture are the name of the game. The more contrasting and texturing you can do on a piece, basically, the more places the antique can get in, the better it's gonna look. It's like with these letters, like I could just leave them like this, bevel the outside, and be done. But if you go in and even if you just add lines to it, it makes it that much better. Just more contrast and stuff. So when did you start making slips? How long have you been doing it? Ron, I've kind of been making slips kind of from the beginning. They were real rudimentary and simple um, back when I first started. Like I think I got some fake leather from like Michaels or something. Because I saw all these slips, and I mean, up until I started in on doing YouTube videos, doing when I was doing the knife content, I never heard of a slip. I just threw my knife in my pocket and rolled on. And then I saw these slips, and I was like, oh, that's cool. I could probably make something like that. And that was in 23, late 23, or the summer of 23, like August, I think, was my first video with the little peanut that I found in the couch. That was my dad's. So after that, I saw these slips and stuff that everybody had. I was like, that's pretty cool. I could probably do that. And I couldn't. My first couple of slips, bro, were rough. I still got them. And then as I picked up a few things, talked to really just one other leather guy. Well, two. Georgia Adventure Randy. And then a guy named Dakota Marlowe. And Dakota did a lot of tooling work too. So he I got some info and advice off of those guys, and then just kind of rolled with it. And then, for the longest time, I did just MCGA and then whatever number it was, different kinds of leather. And picked up my first veg tan probably in the fall, early fall of last year. And then kind of just hit the ground running with tooling. The first one I ever tooled, I guess you could call it tooled, or I considered it tooled. I have it, and I did it on a live. Like I did it start to finish on a live, like dyed, sewed, everything. It was like, it's rudimentary, just a square 2-piece, not a fold under, fold over, single color, just the MCGA. Had a little bit of a border pattern. I wasn't cutting my edges. I was using a caliper that had a needle on it, and I was scoring my edges and then kind of going around and thought I was beveling it. I don't know. But so probably from the right at the beginning, I've been doing slips. Now I'm getting into belts, starting in on some horse tack. I really want to get into some saddle repair, tack repair, stuff like that. Start doing some custom pieces for like horse stuff. My daughter rides and competes, so I'm going to do a few things for her coming up here pretty quick. But yeah, I mean, probably solid, like really heavy into it, probably a year and a couple of months. I kind of just took to it. Damn, I kind of like it not beveled. I may just leave it. No. What I should have done is gone through and used a cedar and stamped the buttons and it looked quilted, but I didn't. And just kind of been making it my own, finding my own style, I guess, the last little bit. Yeah, Ron, I appreciate it, man. Flint Knife and Arrowhead since 20, but I've studied it for 3 or 4. Yeah, I've just been kind of studying as I go. Like if I see something I like, I go try to figure out how to do it. Um, like this basket weave that I've done a lot of. Um, like I saw it on a purse, and it was red leather, and the guy did it. It was big squares, big bag. And he did it, and then antiqued it black, and it looked really, really cool. And I'm like, man, I really like that. So I looked up a couple of videos on how to do it. Don Gonzalez was the first video I looked at, and Don is a leather working genius, and that's an understatement. So, all right, all that's cut in. That's gonna look really nice on the back, just a plain. I don't think I'll do my border like I have been with that. I think I'm just gonna leave it, do a really clean look on it. And then I did a test panel, and man, it turned out great. I'm like, dude, this is cool. This is easy. And the second one I messed up, third one I messed up, fourth one I messed up. And then I got impatient and started, I was like, just jumped into slips, just like right off the hop. Like, I'm going to do slips. And then, man, started messing up slips left and right. And I finally got it, and been doing it ever since. Been doing a lot more of the stamps, the actual stamp basket weaves with the stamps here recently. But like bigger pieces, it's easier to do the this style because there's more real estate to work with. I had a piece. And now it's just collecting the tools to do the work. At this point, at least I feel like it anyways. And some of these are like this set of bevelers that I've got. These things, a set of 3 were like $80. And that's cheap compared to some of them. Some of them are $30, $40 a piece, like the Berry Kings are about $40 a piece. And then there's some other makers that are pretty expensive, but Berry King's kind of the most well-known and commercially available. And now there's a lot of companies out there doing it in brass, as you can do it with a CNC machine or a laser. And it's kind of made a little bit of competition, but these are all stainless. As you're working with wet leather, they get rusty and stuff. But man, I've got some brass stamps. I got to pick up another one this weekend for a certain project. Like these are. This one was 25. The brass ones at Tandy are like 22 or $25, I think, a piece. And I've got $200 worth of them sitting right here. Man, what's up, dude? Remind me of your name. Is it? It's not John. God, I'm so bad with names, man. But yeah, I mean, you can rack up some small fortune in tools. Or I'm really looking for a sewing machine so it's easier to do, double layer belts that are sewn. Instead of hand sewing, hand sew a 50-inch strap on both sides. Rusty, that's right. Yeah. Uncle Rusty. Man, it can be a little bit of work. In the right sewing machine, I mean, you're looking at least $2,500. And the one that I want that'll kind of do, like if I get into the saddle stuff eventually, it'll be heavy enough to do the saddle stuff, because saddle leather is really thick. It's not, this is like 4 or 5 ounce. Some of that saddle leather can be 11, 12, 13. So if I'm going to invest in one, I don't want to have to invest in one like, oh no, that one's too small in like a year. So that's the goal. I don't know if it'll be, I don't know if it'll be this year, but it's looking like it's going to be this year. I get busy with belts, hopefully, which is what I want to do. I love doing slips, but man, to do belts and really like bigger pieces, really expand my artwork a little bit as well, and creativity. There's just so much you can put on a slip. Recently, I'm going to try them out. Hand stitching hurts after doing it all day. Yeah, hand stitching, if you're not doing your holes big enough and you're having to like push your needles through, it'll wreck you. I've recently switched to a round hole pricking iron. It's not even a pricking iron because you're not pricking, you're actually removing material from the leather instead of just like pushing like a chisel through. Recently switched to these, and they actually take material out, and that has made sewing so much better. And I was kind of worried about it because when you punch it, it leaves a hole, but you sew it, you don't really see it. So, it is what it is. Yeah, I got those on Amazon. They were like $30 for the set. There are way better sets out there, but I got those just to try out to see if I like them. And when those are wore out, then I'm gonna get a better set, because those you can't take the punches out of and replace the punches, but there's some companies out there that make them that you can. So you don't have to replace, a whole punch or a whole tool. You just replace the little punch or whatever. There's a whole, it's leather work is a rabbit hole for tools. That's for sure. And my biggest thing recently is people trying to talk me down on my prices. And I already don't charge enough. I probably, by the end of this one, I'll have 3 or 4 hours in it. And, it's $70. $70 shipped, and not for UK. UK's a little more just because shipping it's $20 to ship a slip over there. So for UK it's $80. So it's really a $60 slip with either $10 shipping or $20 shipping, and that's not enough. Like it's not. But I'm trying to get stuff out there and practice, and you know, Hank Senior slip I'm working on. I think I saw that. Was that laser engraved? I assume it looked like it was. I didn't know if it was or not before I assumed. No, not really, Mike. I ship all of my stuff through PayPal. You just fill it out on PayPal. The only thing you got to do is look up there's a code that you got to have that basically tells customs what's in the package. But other than that, I mean, you got to put the address in right. You got to have their phone number and their email. But it's not terrible. I mean, I've done it so much now that it's like second nature to me. Traced over a pic. There you go. Hell yeah, that's not too bad at all, brother. Yeah, it's not bad. So it's funny with me using PayPal to do my shipping. It's cheaper. It's cheaper with like if it's going through the post office, like a domestic. It's cheaper going to like international. Like it's cheap. Like it's almost half price doing international. There's the C beveled in. I'm gonna go in and do some detail cuts in that at some point. But I think I'm just gonna get these letters tooled and may call it. I don't know. We'll see what the crowd's like. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go back to my restreams. We're gonna have the different view where you get it like over the top, so you can watch it as I'm working. So next week's live may be that. I need to get off my lazy butt and get some long forms done. Some leather working long forms might be cool. Like, I always worry about that. I don't know why. I was like, well, I was talking to a friend of mine who's a YouTuber, and I was like, I kind of did, my channel was started with, knives and stuff. He's like, yeah, but you've been doing nothing but leather on your channel for so long now that's been the main part of um, your growth is all these lives you did working leather. So, I don't know. YouTube's so weird. Like, I'll do a short one day and it'll get 500 views, and then the next day I'll do one and it'll be like 3,000 or 4,000 in like 2 hours, but then it goes back to nothing the next day. So you see, Ron, you leaving? All right, yeah, you leaving. I don't know. I've give up trying to figure it out. I'll put stuff out, and if people like it, they like it, and if they don't, they don't. I don't care. Yeah, YouTube's stupid. I keep saying I'm gonna go over and spend more time on TikTok and do more stuff over there. But it's like every time I get myself into it, it's like they're talking about banning it or doing away with it or whatever. Hell, there for a while I was doing both. Let me get that C stamped again. Now that we've dried out a little bit. No, dude, I don't. Unless I'm doing, honestly, unless like you talk about somebody in your video, or you've done a sticker swap or something like that, the tagging doesn't. I don't think it helps. Then half the time nobody says anything to you about it anyways. So, or like, if I went in and got that C done again, like if I'm doing a slip for somebody and they're a YouTuber, or if they have something I can tag them in, then I'm gonna tag them on YouTube or Instagram or whatever. But for the most part, I just put it out there and it is what it is. So sometimes it feels like people don't want to be bothered with being tagged by people. I don't know. And then you've got like all of the open tags and stuff. Boy, you will drive yourself crazy doing open tags. Like, oh, well, so and so's got an open tag this week for this, or oh, it's Wednesday, I need to do this, or oh, it's Thursday, or so and so did a new open tag, I need to do a video. It's just, man, you will drive yourself crazy with open tags. That's one thing I've kind of tried to tell people when they ask me when. It doesn't happen a lot. Like Rusty, me and you had a really good conversation a couple weeks ago about it. But anybody ever asked my opinion, I was like, dude, the open tags are, unless you just want to do it, I wouldn't fool with it. It doesn't do anything. I don't think it helps numbers or anything like that. I could be wrong. I don't know. Um, you got people making open tags every other day, and it's a different open tag for this and a different open tag for that. But then you realize that, oh, those guys don't work, or they're retired, which, totally cool. But, they got the time to do it. So if you've got kids and a job and, everything else, it's hard to keep up with it. The juice isn't worth the squeeze in my eyes with the open tags or tagging people, unless you just want to tag somebody. Like, they're not gonna see it. Like, I'll see stuff where somebody, like, you've tagged me and stuff, and I don't see it for like 3 or 4 days. And then even then, it's like, I don't watch. I love my pocket knives, and I am still hot on collecting and everything, but I just don't watch a lot of knife content anymore unless it's a specific something I need to, like, I'm looking for and I need some info or something. I don't watch knife content anymore. It's like there's so many, and not knocking anybody at all, but there's so many knife channels out there now that, man, it's hard to keep up. Do I want to do a border? Probably not. Yeah, just keep it simple, man. I think people lose track of that too. Like, bro, just keep it simple. You don't have to reinvent the wheel every video. Here's the fun part, keeping up with beveling on this. Basket weave. And skip that. Skip. Bevel. Skip. Bevel. Skip. Bevel. But like I said, that's all my opinion. Probably doesn't mean a hill of beans to anybody, but it's just kind of what I've gathered here and there. All right, let's see here. Now I gotta skip there. So skip, bevel, skip, bevel. Bevel, bevel. We're gonna bevel, skip, bevel, skip. What's up, Steve Parks? Is that Steve Parks? Steve Parks. This is where the rubber meets the road with your tooling. And I'll just go back and forth, especially when it's around these letters like that. You just kind of have to pick at it, and you'll see stuff that you miss, and you go back in and get it. And almost nerve-wracking sometimes doing it. I had another idea for another slip that, what's up, James? Another slip idea that kind of goes in line with this, the coin slot one, kind of out there a little bit. Do you remember, I forget which one it was. It was a Fast and the Furious movie. There was a green Camaro, and it was called the F-Bomb Camaro. Well, that car actually exists. That was a car before the movie. And on the side of it, it's got like a bomb, like an old school bomb on it that has F on it. And I thought about doing that on a slip. Just, it's out there and kind of funky, and I don't know. I'm gonna think about it. I'll do it for myself. See, this is where you'll start seeing stuff that you missed. What is that one? That one goes this way. And that one goes this way. And that one goes this way. Then you'll eventually get everything done. And you can go back in and start doing your detail stuff. The detail stuff is the fun part, I think. Where you put all your extra textures and stuff in. That's when your tooling really kind of comes alive, is with those extra textures. Need a bomb icon for it. Yeah. That's what I was gonna do. I was gonna do the bomb with the F on it, just like it was in the movie, and go from there. All right, where's it at? There it is. just kind of goes along. I'm not a rough person. Like, I got kids in the house, but totally devoted family man. But on the inside, it's like I got all that craziness in me still, I guess. So that's kind of where the slot machine slip. I'd actually seen that on a belt of all things, and it had like poker chips and playing cards and stuff like that on it as well. But then it had the slot machine stuff. And I was like, man, that's cool. And then I kind of realized I didn't have any slips that were mine that I'd made. You know, everybody's got all these really cool slips that I've done. I didn't have any that were mine. So I was like, I need to do me a couple of slips. So I did that one, and then I've got another one sitting up here. I'll show y'all. This other one I was more playing with the pattern. So like it didn't get my maker's mark. The dye is really blotchy on it because I kind of rushed the finish. It's this one right here. And like I forgot that this basket weave doesn't imprint real well. I need to chunk it. Because it was like a cheap one. I think I got out of an eBay kit, but it's got the skulls on it and stuff. And this was the idea that I was playing with right here, was this cutout. And like I braided the lanyard. That's kangaroo leather. Inside of it's my Ashley Harrison lamb's foot. So, and it'll hold a trapper. Won't hold a 75, but 75s are too big for your pocket, I think. That's just me. I'd rather put my 75 on a belt, and a belt's like a pancake or something like that. So now you start seeing all your little stuff that you've missed. All the little pieces, and that one goes under. You're working between 3 different bevelers. No sense in even doing that one. All right, which way is that gonna go? That one's gonna go. That's gonna go that way. I think that's all of them. Looks like it. Family friendly. I am family friendly. I think I'm family friendly. I know some people don't think I am, but I am. I'm family friendly. I got young kids in there. I don't know. I guess you tell some jokes amongst grown men and they don't find it funny, you get a reputation. Whatever. See, this is where you run into see, I missed this piece. right there. And it totally threw everything off. So now I got to go back in and bevel that. All right, cool. Do, 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 do. Oh. Missed one, missed one. Yeah, oh yeah, you got that right, Mike, 100%. I mean, I'm not perfect, I'm human, you know, but I'm not gonna It happened so long ago. It's still a sore subject. I don't know. Across. And maybe do it right. That's what you end up with. Two different textures. That really adds to the depth of the piece, so to say. There go the wee woos again. Wee woo, wee woo. Doesn't help that I live right by a fire hall. Alright. What I've done is gone in and windowed out or hollowed out the letters, and then I'll go back in and bevel that down. And also do like these little cedar detail. Oh, where's all that at? There it is. So I'm just using this. This is going to give it another texture. You know. Oh, my butt's getting sore. I've been out here for a while. Well, dadgummit. Crap. That's right in that same spot I messed up when I was laying it out. All I can see how it, when I paint it, see how it paints, but there she is. Yeah, Mike, you got that right. I think that's all I got in me tonight. I'm not going to try to bevel all this other out. I don't know, what time is it? 4:30. Hell, I got time. Let's see how much we can get knocked out. This is all open, so it won't take too long. Almost messed up. So that'll go. Let's see here. Skip. Yeah, I've done it, James. Trust me. Shade the wrong way, turn the tool the wrong way. Yep. I have done it. What's up, John Boy? John, I think your stickers got nicked somewhere in transit. It was supposed to be delivered yesterday. It was on my informed delivery, and they weren't in the mailbox. Hey, Bert. Yeah, USPS at its best, man. Oh, Mike. Bro, me and you can go rounds, can't we, buddy? Oh. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Crazy, Mike. Crazy, crazy. We almost done. All right. Oop, this spot. There she is. So, and then that pattern goes all the way up. So that'll be the back, and then that'll be the front. Letters will be green, and then this will be black on the inside. The outside's gonna be black. And then I'm gonna leave all of this natural. So, should be pretty cool. I'm gonna do the little C is gonna be green as well, I think. So, that's it. I think that's all we're gonna do tonight. That's almost an hour and a half. Oh, over an hour and a half. Hour and 15 minutes. Hour and 45 minutes. I can't keep it straight. Can't keep it straight. So I'm gonna go in, change into some comfortable clothes, cook a little dinner, take my butt to bed. I was tired, boss. It's tired. So like always, guys, I appreciate y'all. And we'll see you on the next one. Peace.